can feel the tension in the air as we move into race day here at Monaco. It's a track that requires the full concentration of the drivers with zero margin for error. It tests their skills to the absolute limits, so no wonder it remains a fan favourite. The prestigious Circuit de Monaco then. It's not all that dissimilar today to the layout that made its debut almost a century ago. It's 2 miles and 19 corners through the streets of Monte Carlo, and although the average lap speed of around 93 miles per hour is the lowest of the season, the tiny margins for error make it the natural habitat of the safety car. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, so sorry about that, but we are back, and we are back in the lobby. I do appreciate that. I was a little bit late to the party, just having some issues over here in Australia this morning. But hello there, Housey. How are you, my friend? And thank you very much for holding the fort. Much appreciated, mate.
It's all good, buddy. We had it covered. Just a slight bit of an apology there to the viewers. Obviously, just when we had to switch accounts, the man to my right, Skate, likes to stream on PC just to give us and everyone all the best possible chance we have of streaming nice and clear. So, sorry about that one. We just switched over there. But we are here now, ladies and gentlemen. Have no fear.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Is back.
That's exactly right. And, yeah, very much apologising, well, on behalf of myself. But we are back, as Housey did say, and we've got a few boys in the chat. Suicide 5, Mini Ramsell. We've got George in there as well. Gee, DJ Death Dragon, Troftas. I do apologise, boys, but we are here nevertheless. And we're looking forward to getting this one underway. Yes. We are in the UK or European division here, Housey, and we have just seen a cracker at the Australian division, and well, George is there. How are you, mate? Good to see you in the chat, supporting the boys, of course, as you always do, and fantastic to see. But yes, as you may well aware, the Australian division was a night race, folks, and well, what a belter it was. The boys had some weather, and it was well, treacherous conditions throughout the race. Let's just hope during the race, not too sure what the weather is doing for this one just yet, but let's just hope for the race these boys have a much better run of it, so to speak, there, Housey.
Yeah, indeed. I'm just picking up now after the momentary madness at the beginning. But I've got Pease grayed out on my screen, so I'm not sure whether Pease is happy with the 110.6 or whether he's binned it. I want to maybe say he's binned it, but I can't confirm that. Anybody that was actually watching and knows, please let us know if anybody did see that. But
yeah, I'm not too sure.
It's very early doors to say you're safe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good lap time, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't have thought that would be what he was going for here. But we'll fill you in on that as and when we find out.
Well, I think, yeah, I'm not going to call it either, mate. He's grayed out on my screen as well.
Let me check the race director.
Just check it, mate. Just have a bit of a squeeze. And, yeah, Callum Tyler about to get himself underway on the board, fired up. And here he goes with a 1 minute 12.8, P15 at the moment. All Shot Down is currently out there on track. He's about to set his time as well of a 1 minute 11.5, P9 for All Shot Down. And I tell you what, Housey, it is fantastic to see Curtis back out on track. This lad, well, on his debut last week, absolutely impressed. And, well, there he is there in that reserve livery. Yep. He's put his hand up for a full-time seat, has the lad, and, well, rightly so too. And, well, let's just see if he gets one next season. But there you go. He's getting himself underway yet again. We've got the Extremist. Well, I think the Extremist is about to start a lap as well. So, yeah, there he is there, of course.
Starting now, I think.
And that is the Rockstar livery, folks, as we do touch on every stream, just to keep you guys all informed and aware. Yes, we are back. We are back. We are in Q1. And, yeah, we just missed the first few minutes. Hello there, Housey did his thing, and much appreciated. But just a bit of an explanation from myself. I was going through some, well, some tech issues, and got that all sorted. So, well, there you go. The Extremist out there on track at the Grand Hotel Hairpin is where he's at. And he is approaching Portier right now into the tunnels. So there he goes there, the Extremist, just trying to get one on the board. He's got to do better than a 1 minute, well, 1 minute 12.2 to be fair there, Housey. That's where Bannister's sitting in P14. And of course, as we do touch on Bannister, Thank you, Pillars. Thank you, Pillars. I mean, Pillars has just said, nice to see that I'm awake. I'm awake, mate. And, yeah, we are here. And, well, I wouldn't let Pillars get all upset because I missed one. So, Pillars, I'm here. And we're back in business, mate. But here comes the extremist. He crosses the line right about now. He sets a 1:11.2. And how's he? That is P8.
It is indeed. So that's all 19 runners so far have set a time. So we'll just have a quick flick down. It's Chazza in P1, Sloth P2, Pillars in P3, Zerks in 4th, DJ in 5th, P's grayed out in 6th, Drofter 7th, Extremist 8th, Kaiser 9th, All Shot Down 10th, Mazzaspin in 11th, Curtis in 12th, Ramsel 13th, Just Mikey 14th, Bannister 15th, Energetic 16th, Callum Tyler 17th, Paul Watson 18th, and Bloomster 19th. That brings us up to scratch.
I tell you what, though.
10 minutes to go, 10.5 minutes.
I'll tell you what, though, Housey. Big hats off to, well, I was having a, the powers to be, so to speak. Having a bit of a brief chat with Paul Watson during the week. This guy is a cracking lad. And, yeah, he's been reinvigorated, so to speak. He does a bit of iRacing as well, and real life racing, I should say. And, yeah, he's, absolutely found his love back with the game, and we did appreciate it. It was such a great message from the lad that we all got personally in a chat in the Discord, and big props to him, of course. We've got Bloomstar out there on an outlap as well. Where is Curtis? Curtis as well, he's invalidated. He's sitting on the P13 at the moment there, mate, and we are definitely going to focus on this drop zone. Those boys way up the top there, they are all safe. They are well and truly safe. What do you reckon cutoff here is, Housey? What do you reckon? I mean, you've got...
Well, I don't know. I reckon it would probably... I mean, it's got to be we've got to be looking at a 110 there. So somewhere around All Shot Down, maybe the Extremist, Just Mikey, somewhere around that sort of time at the moment. 110.8 to, say, a 111.2. So somewhere around there. I think these boys have got the pace to do that, to be honest with you. Might be a little bit further back than that. Obviously, boys just getting their eye in. This is a tricky track, you know, to get your eye in straight off the bat. Obviously, the more laps you put under your belt here, the better it is. The more speed you can sort of pick up by just getting into it. Well, that's what I seem to find anyway. The aliens at the front probably find it different, but for me, definitely it takes a few minutes to warm into this one.
Yeah, of course. You've got to get comfortable here. And, the boys do some laps prior to jumping in the lobby. But, of course, you've got that period where you're sort of sitting in the lobby waiting for it all to start. And, the ice tends to sort of lose a little bit. And it does take a couple of laps just to get yourself back in. But as you did touch on, those aliens up the top there, they jump in and just go whack straight away. And, there you go. So... just paying a bit of respects to the chat, of course. And we've got Mateo in there as well. And, I mean, for a defending champ, Mateo, yeah, most likely, mate. Big shout out to you, infamous Pillars. And there is no need to pin it in Q1. He's already predicted. I mean, we had a bit of a private chat late last night, my time, and he's predicting good things here, is Pillars. Pillars is probably having a bit of a giggle right now, but there you go. So Suicide 5's collecting alarm clocks for whatever reason. I'm not too sure. And there you go. The defending champ is... Yeah, well, the alarm clock was working. I am here, and, there you go, mate. So,
So, just want this yellow to get out of the way. I'll give you a bit of an update on how long we've got left.
I know, that is so annoying. I mean, they've got to change that. They do updates all the time. I tell you what, how about move that yellow flag thing somewhere different on the spectator mode? I mean,
I was going to have remind me in the week. 7 minutes. We've got 7 minutes. Remind me in the week, because I've got an idea. We might be able to move that. We'll have to play with it in the week, because that is starting to, mind you. We'll sort it out for season 3, shall we? Because
well, I mean,
I don't know if I could do another season without annoying me so much.
Well, I tell you what, mate. Spectator mode is hard to change that screen around. I know you can do it on your own personal screen for your own point of view.
Yeah, like I say, I haven't tried it. That's why I was going to
Yeah,
get
no, it
at
doesn't
there,
work.
but
I've
if you
tried. I've tried multiple
Yeah,
times. I've tried multiple. Might have to start writing in some. Well, I was going to say letters. Hang on, I'll send a telegram, folks. And
send the pigeon.
yeah, that's right. Jesus, get back to the email, son. And yeah, I'll send an email during the week. See if we can just giving them some useful
Get the pigeon
feedback.
out.
Yeah, giving them some useful feedback, and not that they will pay attention too much to it anyway. But yeah, there you go. Oh, wow. Bloomstar.
Sorry.
No, yeah, we
you
were
caught that, did you?
absolutely on that Bloomstar. Bit of a spin
Chaz is
around.
in the tunnel as well.
Chaz is
All
way.
kicking off in the tunnel.
Chazza just wants some airtime. He's well and truly safe. We're going to leave Chazza alone. The Geordie Juggernaut is what he likes to be called. And
round as well.
well, I'm not too.
Energetics is round as well. It's out the exit of the tunnel.
Oh, there you
He's
go.
sat in the middle of the track for me.
I'll tell you what, we are definitely going to focus on this drop zone though, Housey. We've got Ramsell,
let's do that.
aka the chiropractor. Oh, there he is there. Well, where are we? And yeah, you are right. Energetics just getting himself the right way around as Ramsell came through. And they are teammates, folks. No impediment. Right there, and then as Chazza has retired, what has happened to Chazza? Is he gone back to the pit lane? He most certainly has, and well, that is well and truly safe, of course, as we did touch on. Ramsell just coming through Rascass now and entering the pit lane.
Paul Watson's just coming down out the tunnel into the chicane. Callum Tyler's just a little bit ahead of him, actually. Go to Callum. Watch that inside curve there, Callum. Just about gets away with it. So Callum currently P18. 4 minutes 50 to go on the clock. So still plenty of time here. That's the only good thing with Monaco is obviously nice short lap. Gives you a bit more time out on the track or to make up for any mistakes. Callum then goes up to 17th on a 1:12.209.
Well, the checkered flag has fallen there, Housey.
Okay.
That's it. We're done.
Okay.
The rest of them are in the pit lane. And Ramsell...
reading. Okay.
Yeah, mine will be out of whack because we joined. Well, I joined a little bit late. So yeah, I've got 3 minutes 50 on the clock.
Hopefully that'll work itself out. Yeah,
I'm sure
it'll work itself out.
I'm sure it will.
For Q2. So I think that's it then. We have a drop zone after that bit chaotic Q1 session. Bannister is out. Ramsell is out. Callum Tyler is out. As the screen flicks over. Give me a second. I will continue where I left off.
There you go. So
yes.
Yeah, Chazza on top of the timing charts. On top of the timing
Ramsell.
charts by 94 thousandths. How's he over Sloth? This is going to be a belter race if that's how close it is already in Q1 between those top three. But as you did touch on, mate, we have
1
lost.
second between the top 12.
Exactly right, mate. Exactly right. And Ramsell, Callum Tyler, Paul Watson, and Bloomstar out of this one. And, well, George is in the chat. He says he needs to join. Yeah, well, mate. You are always welcome. If you're talking about the comms, mate, you know you made this poor little Aussie boy happy that one day. I'd love to have another crack at it with you again, my friend. And that would be absolutely brilliant. But, yeah, I mean, the door's always open for you, George. And as you well and truly know, and yeah, that would be an absolute honour and a pleasure, of course. But yes, Q2 about to get underway, and well, we have fired up, Housey. I'm back, and we have finally, well, I was going to say woken up, but for all those, for Droftas and Pillars out there, yes, I've finally woken up, and here we are. Of course, yes, Total Peas did not be in that session. He's still in here, and well, there he is there, P1
Just
at
a
the
very
moment.
confident lap,
Yeah, just a well, he's a confident lad, is the Peas man, and well, rightly.
That's all he did.
Well,
He validated a second and went, "No, that'll do, boys. Thank you very much. I'll see you later."
Rightly so.
Okay.
Rightly so. I mean, he is he's our championship
leader
That's right.
credentials right there.
That's right, mate. Doing a bit of well, he's got his chest pumped out and he's ready to go. His Total Peas. I Am Sloth is second place in the championship there, Housey. And well, I mean, these boys have been battling it out all season. It's still too early to call, and we'll bring them up for you right about now. How's that?
I've got a bit of a breakdown if you want.
Go for it, Housey. I'll bring it up on screen right now, mate.
All right. All right, bring it up on screen. Shout over me if need be. Obviously, these guys just getting their first laps underway. So, quick recap on last week then. Last week, pole was taken by Peas, P1 in the race by Droftus, P2 by Pills, P3 by Peas. Droftus took the fastest lap. Driver of the day went to Peas. Obviously, anybody that hasn't seen last week's race, go back and watch it because you'll get to hear me skate and then scream around like little girls. But, anyway, enough of that. So it's Peas then who takes and keeps top spot in the championship. Jaguar Pot 1 driver has 299 points and has extended his lead over P2. 32 points back then in P2 is Rockstar's Pot 1 I Am Sloth on 267 points. He's, however, in a very close battle with Droftus, who is 3 points back from him in third place. So Droftus, the Kitty Pot 1 driver, sits on 264 points. So that's really getting close between Sloftus and Droff now. Droftus, after the win last week, the points that he got there has made for a great battle between him and Sloth, and probably Andenge as well, I must say so. Probably, maybe, to going through to the last few races. Andenge 16 points back from Droftus then.
It's a cracking four-way battle.
48. It is, yeah, it is really good. Obviously, we touched on briefly there, and then almost had that win last weekend. He was first coming, exiting the Parabolica, and got a puncher, and unfortunately DNF'd on the last corner. I mean, you couldn't make it up.
We're having a bit of a giggle because the great man, the graphics god himself, Xerxes, did a highlight, and well, absolutely quality. If you've seen it, check out our Twitter, folks. It is all there, and yeah, Formula 4 Racing, and it is all there. I have posted it, and it is a bit of a laugh as well. So yeah, anyway, carry on, Housey, as Mazepin's about to set his lap of a 1 minute 12.1.
Well, let's just take a couple of more across the line then, shall we? Because I think, yeah, Pills has just gone P2, 13.265 on a soft, but that's sandbagging from Pills, no doubt about it. Cut me off as you need to then. So, talking about Pills, Pills is 32 points back of Andenge in P5 on 216 points. Golf Racing Pot 1 driver has closed the gap to the top four ahead of him and extended his lead over P6.
Sorry, mate, we were just watching Droftus there coming out of that last corner, and he got extremely close to that barrier. Uncharacteristic from the Droft man, the new Plutonian, as some would say. And, well, there you go. These boys are just putting around at the moment. I think it's the second lap here that absolutely is the one where they send. So we will keep an eye on that. We've got Xerxes out on track, got a few boys out on track, but take it away, Housey.
Okay, so P6 this week then, 20 points back from Pills is Kitty's Pot 2 DJ Death Dragon. He extends the gap to P7 this week after getting P4 in the race last week. In 7th place then, 18 points back from DJ is All Shot Down. Monster's Pot 3 driver sits on 178 points. He's in a close battle with Xerxes in P8, so P8 1 point back is Xerxes on 177. The Monster's Pot 2 driver will be looking to get a better result than the P14 he achieved last week. He's due a good result, is Xerxes, and we'll want him to get it. We all want him to be in the commentary box before the end of the season. So 9th then. In 9th this week, staying in 9th is Energex. He's just 7 points back from Xerxes on 170 points. Kitty's Pot 3 driver has closed the gap to Xerxes and All Shot ahead of him and extended his gap to over P10. P10 then, 12 points back as the Extremist on 158 points. Rockstar's Pot 3 driver was P8 last week, so solid enough result for Extremist. He tends to do that. He tends to be there or thereabouts. P11 then, 17 points back from the Extremist, and up 2 places this week is Ramsel. He's on 141 points. The Kitty Pot 4 driver is, however, in a really tight battle. He is joint on points with Paul Watson, who sits P12. He's down 1 spot this week, also on 141. He is also a Pot 4 driver and is driving for the Jaguar team. 13th then, 9 points behind Paul Watson, and down 1 place this week is Charlie Scott. He's on 132 points. Monster Energy Pot 1 driver. He's missed the last couple of races, so it's nice to have him back tonight. Wish him all the best.
Yes,
14th,
most definitely.
11 points back from Charlie then. In staying in the 14th this week is Callum. He sits on 121 points. Rockstar drives for Rockstar's Pot 4 driver, and he's increased his gap over P15. 23 points back then in P15, sorry, is Bannister on 98 points. Drives for Monster, and he's a Pot 4 driver, and he's got 3 races to try and beat his season best of 9th so far. 8 points back of Bannister then in P16, sat on 90 points is Kaiser. Rockstar's Pot 2 driver has closed the gap to Bannister and extended over P17, but it is close. P17 then just 2 points in it. Back to Mikey, just Mikey, sits there on 88 points. Golf Pot 3 driver. His best finish since full-time drive was last week in 11th, so improving all the time is Mikey. 18th then, and 14 points back from Mikey is Mazespin on 74 points. Golf's Pot 4 driver. He'll be looking to beat his best in the remaining races, which was his 8th so far. 19th new in this week is Bloomster. After picking up a full-time drive, he sits 13 points back of Mazespin. Obviously, Bloomster picking up some of the reserve points he's accumulated over the year, now sits with 61 points in P19. And finally, rounding out our 20 drivers is LPE on 34 points, 27 points back from Bloomster. Jaguar Pot 3 driver. We'll pause there for a little bit. We'll run through the pots and constructors a bit later, but let's have a check back in with Skate and what's happening on the track. What's going on, Skate?
Well, we've got 10 boys that have set the times. Probably not their quickest times. We did see some quicker times in Q1, of course. These guys are just getting their eye in here, Housey. We do know this is the... I guess spit those words out. The strategic session. And I'll tell you what, you try to say that one real quick and, well, she doesn't come out that well every now and then. But there you go. We've got 5 guys yet to hit the track. Well, Xerxes is just making an appearance, and same with Curtis. Total Piece is back out there again. He's on 3-lap old softs, and well, these tyres will be the tyres they start the Grand Prix on if this is the quickest time they set, of course. And while you were chatting away there, mate, a big shout out to Callum Tyler. He resubscribed for 3 months in a row. What an absolute legend. Thank you very much, Cal. Much appreciated. And George just cheered 25 bits. Thank you very much, mate.
Oh, Curtis just started his lap and he's invalidated. He got to turn 1. So Curtis is going to need to turn that EAS off and go again. Just a quick update then. Australian League area. We did have dry qualifying, even though the race was absolutely raining cats and dogs. But the fastest time on a medium tyre, just for reference, was a 1:10.422. So that's a 1:10.422 set in Q2 on the mediums in the Australian side of the league earlier on.
Yes, that was correct. And I'll tell you what, those boys up the front there, they did an absolute belting job. I think we've seen a mid 109 for pole. And
I've got it here.
Yeah,
I'm
got it.
I'm not going to reveal it yet. We'll
I'm stretching the memory. I am stretching the memory, of course. I am hopeless after a Grand Prix. And big shout out to all those commentators out there. I mean, when people ask me to recall things after the race, after the stream has ended, mate, Housey, you know what I'm like. I can't remember. And, yeah, there's just so much action to call. And, yeah, I tend to forget a few things. It just takes me a day or so for everything to all sink in. And then I can withdraw it like a file from the cabinet.
For the comment that's coming there.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it too, mate.
That was chat room to light up.
That was
put yourself on a pedestal here.
Well, mate, there you go. I've opened up the doors.
As I told Xerxes the other week, if you put yourself on a pedestal or you put yourself with a target on, someone around there is always going to pull the trigger the other week. So
why did you say his name? Why did you say his name?
He's not famous. Look, he pulled his eyes away from that, didn't he?
He certainly did. He certainly did.
Oh,
And well, he must have heard his name, because the second he heard it, whack, invalidated. Big apologies to Xerxes.
Okay.
And yeah, he will get himself underway, no doubt. We're currently watching Curtis here, Housey. And well, again, he's invalidated the same spot. And well, unfortunate from that lad, he's going to have another crack at bite at the cherry, so to speak. And well, tyre life around here is well, non-issue, of course. We've got Urban Scyther. Urban Scyther's in the chat. And
ruining the stat.
Nah, he's a great bloke. He's Urban, and well, thank you, mate. Yeah, there you go. So he's made it well known, but I won't read it out because I know Housey loves to give that little bit of a stat there.
Yeah, there's still two more decimals to go on there, so we're all right. It's not a full send.
That's exactly right, mate. That's exactly right.
Curtis is underway then.
Yet
to set a lap time, Curtis. out there on the mediums.
Xerxes is
Can he
a
keep
little
this
bit
one
further
clean?
ahead, and he's just coming through to back right now, and well, he's approaching the swimming pool. He's absolutely purple the middle sector as the Xerx man, and here he comes, Raskas approaching, and let's just see what Xerxes can do. Of course, this lad is a cracking guy. He's the graphics god, as he likes to be known these days. He crosses the line very, very shortly, right about now. He says a 1 minute 10.8. There he is there, and welcome back, Xerx. Curtis will be. Oh, Curtis has invalidated. Oh, DJ Death Dragon is out there on track. The Kitty, the Hello Kitty driver, and there you go. So, Fury and Urban shadowing each other. What is going on here? But good to see these boys. Of course, Mr. Fury Strat finished third in the Aussie division. Mr. Urbenside. I'm going to call him Mr. Urbenside. That sounds a lot better. He's got a cracking name. Urbenside. How good is it? But, yeah, he finished P1 and, he did the Grand Slam, pole position, fastest lap, and the race victory. But we are here in the UK division, and here comes DJ. Come on! With a 1 minute 10.8. Great stuff there, DJ. He gets himself on the board, of course. We've got Curtis Bannister and Energetics. Energetics still in the pit lane, but the Amigo, the inaugural champ, is out there on track doing his thing. He's purple the middle sector. So he said to Xerxes, you're not having that one. And here he comes, of course. That is not representative from Pillars with a 1 minute 13.2. Oh, a massive tank slapper coming out of Raskas. DRS wing wide open. Here comes Pillars. Let's just see what he can do on the medium. Sets a 1 minute 9.9. Whack. There you go. I'm here, boys, and he's safe.
Yep. So about 4 tenths, just over 4 tenths quicker than the Australian boys. Good lap time from Pills. We've got 2 minutes 32, I presume, to go. Hopefully that's clock sorted itself out now.
Yeah, I've got 21, so yeah, we're close enough anyway, mates.
So we've got Energetics just come out the pits then. He needs a lap yet to set one. Bannister and Curtis both still. Oh no, Curtis is just coming out now. Bannister's still in the pit, so he's got a few more seconds, but Bannister's going to need to be getting on with this sharpish. I presume that's him coming out now. Can I see him coming out? No, it's not. It's one of the Rockstar boys joining the track too. Not too much traffic on track at the moment, so there should be no complaints of hold-ups here. Everyone should be able to get their laps in, warm their tyres up as they want.
I'll tell you what though, mate. Look at the top 5 at the moment. I mean, if you've got Chazza out there, that has retired in the pit lane, happy with a 1 minute 10.5. Well, I mean, Kaiser was well and truly safe then. And that is great to see. Kaiser has fired up. He must like this track, mate, because he's had a great run the last couple of weeks. And here comes Just Mikey as well. Just Mikey sitting with a 1 minute 11.7. I think he's quicker. He certainly is. He does a 1 minute 11.2, but stays P11. All Shot Down is out there as well. Feeling a bit nervous is All Shot. He's out there on track, probably there as a bit of a security blanket. We do have Curtis and Energetics to set times as well. And while these guys do have pace, and hang on a minute. It's Just Mike. Where's Just Mikey?
Oh, no. Energetics. Did he get rammed there? Okay. Energetics is down the Rosberg runoff, as I'll call it.
The Rosberg runoff, yeah.
He does have a Rosberg runoff. That's what we're renaming that one.
That's brilliant, Housey.
That might be what you was talking about there. I was on board with Energetics, and you was saying something about Just Mikey, but
I was on board with him as well.
Behind us.
Just Mikey.
Was that, run in the back.
Well, Just Mikey looked like he retired on track, and well, yeah, that's what it looked like. I'm not going to call it. But that's what it looked like. And Energetics was impeded there, and I don't know if Energetics went straight on or he was bumped from behind by that AI. But
I was on board with him, and it was straight on for sure. But then, as I looked behind off his what was left of his rear wing, and it was a Gulf right there. So
yeah, I think that's just what the AI does, getting out of the way. That's what they do. They park it in that spot there, and that's the game doing the game thing. But Curtis, P9, and he is safe. The only one who can affect, it's All Shot Down, and Mazepin's done. It is up to All Shot Down, and this is what this boy likes. He likes a bit of a finale, this lad.
About level pegging.
He certainly is here. Is he going to knock the extremist out of this session.
Wow.
I tell you what, this
Brilliant run of form lately.
Whoa!
No, he's clipped the wall.
He's clipped the wall, and that's it. That's done. That is done. Oh, all shot. You could have given
unlucky.
us.
However,
He could have given us a cracking
He has got
finale
the,
to the end of Q2, but
he could have
nevertheless,
done- he could have done, but he's going to be the guy. He's going to be the guy that starts with the free choice of tyres in P11. So some would say that's the prime spot. Obviously, as I did mention, all shot down. Been doing a relatively solid job. Only 2 DNFs this season. So really, really good solid job from the pot. Three is he? I think he's pot 3, isn't he?
yes.
Yeah, pot 3. Yeah, pot 3. So really been impressed with him this season. So he's doing a fantastic job. 13th last week, 8th the week before that, 4th the week before that, 6th the week before that. So not the having a good run of results.
Well, and
Certainly
not to
solid.
mention, he's done a triple. He's done a triple when we call that. He's done it 3 times in a row. Driver of the day, as voted by the viewers. And the game, there was a couple of times where the game agreed with the viewers, which was when we're scratching our head there as well, thinking, well, to all lovers of this game, you can understand where we are coming from. But there you go. I tell you what, Pillars with a bit of a chest pump up the top there. On the mediums, it's a 1:09.9. Droftas not too far behind, and same with Total Peas. Total Peas did that on the soft housing. I do believe he set that time on 3-lap-old softs. But as I did touch on, the tyre life really ain't an issue here. I mean, you can stretch and stretch those bad boys, of course. And yes, you got Kaiser in P4. Great to see him up there. Geordie Juggernaut P5. I am Sloth P2 in the championship is 6th. DJ Death Dragon in 7th. Xerxes survives. Fantastic to see the graphics god there in P8. Curtis and the Extremist ran out our top 10, but we are in Q3, and this will determine their grid slots. But big shout out to those boys for making a Q3 at Monaco.
Yep, this is where it counts though, Q3. So the time we're looking for, as Urban did allude to in the chat, is a 1:09.414. That was pole time by the great man, Mr. Urban Scyther himself.
Yes, and I do like how you emphasise those next 2 decimal points.
Yeah, 1-4. It's all important, mate. Anyone could do a 1:09.4. It's the 1-4 that counts. Could do a 4:90. Well, that wouldn't have beaten him, would it? It's got to beat a 4:14, a 1:09.414. Just jokes, come on. But yeah.
Wow, energetics. There you go, mate.
He's a very quick lad.
Put your complaints or your incidents in the store. Exactly right, Droftas, and Droftas said it spot on. And energetics, if you've got anything to say, mate, put it in the incident room. We do not want to know about it here, my friend. That is, just read what Droftas wrote, and that is spot on. So there you go. We are in Q3, waiting for this to all load in here, mate. And come on, game, fire up. Let's go, fire up. And we're just waiting for this to load in, still loading and still loading. So while we've got this, we might as well bring up the championship tables yet again. And there they are there. And
the pots here.
Oh yeah, bring up the pots.
Go through the pots.
Go through the pots there, Housey.
And I'll run through the pots. So a little bit of a mixed bag this week. Pot 1 sees no change. Still, most of the aliens there. Got that one locked down. It's Peas in first, Sloth in second, Droftus in third, Pills in fourth, and Charlie in fifth. Pot 2, just one change in that this week. Bloomster's come in for a full-time drive, so it's now Andenge from DJ, from Zerx, from Kaiser, from Bloomster. Pot 3 is completely no change, all as you were, all shot down heads at 1, Energetics second, Extremist third, Mikey in fourth, LPE in fifth. Pot 4 then, we've had a change for the lead. Ramsel, the chiropractor, moves up to P1 this week after a recent good form. Paul Watson has dropped to P2. Callum's in P3. Bannister's in P4. Mazzaspin is in P5. We're still waiting for this to load. So constructors then we will go with. Hello Kitty, it moved to P1 this week. Jaguar dropped to P2. Rockstar is still in third. Monster in fourth. And Golf in fifth. Pole positions so far. Droftus with 6. Peas with 4. Charlie, Scott and Pills with 3. And Dungeon Energetics all with 1. That's 7 to Kitty. 5 to Jaguar. 3 for Golf and Monster, and none for Rockstar. Fastest laps then, Pills has got 5, Droftus with 4, Charlie Scott with 3, Zerk, Sloth and Denge, DJ and Kaiser all with 1. That's 6 to Golf, 5 to Hello Kitty, 4 to Monster, 2 to Rockstar, 1 to Jaguar. Best pot places so far? Pot 1 then. The best pot 1 driver is Peas in P1. The best pot 2 driver is Andenge in P4. Best pot 3 driver, all shot down in P7, reiterating what we was just saying in the last session about him. And pot 4, again, having a solid drive lately, really improving. The chiropractor is head of pot 4, Ramsel in P11 in the championship. So, good work by them.
Of course, mate. He's had a cracking season to boot. He did take a little bit to fire up to the old chiropractor, but he's back and he's back in town, and it's great to see him putting in some great lap times, having some great run of results, and well, rightly so, ahead of that pot 4. And I tell you what, consistency is key here at Formula 4, and well, not to mention the individual championships, the pot championships, but you've got the teams championship as well, and the most important one to boot, to be honest, is the overall team constructors. Yes, that is a combination between the UK division or the European division and the Aussie division. And, well, if you've got them there, Housey, take it away, mate.
I've got it here. I missed that one out because I'd already wrote it down for earlier, so I didn't write it down again. So it's, again, it's no change this week in the overall constructors, so that's both sides of the division, as Skate was saying. It's still Hello Kitty in the lead from Rockstar, from Monster, from Jaguar, from Golf Racing. Obviously, we've got these 3 rounds to go. We've done the third, one of those 3 in the Australian side. This is obviously one of the third for the European. Then we've got 2 rounds after this. I believe it's Spain and Canada to close out season 2.
Yes, that is correct, mate. That is
Still
correct.
plenty
So,
to play for.
well, there's plenty to play for. Well, big share. We'll do the confirmations, of course, in the Aussie stream. But yes, well, Nodsty did take out the Drivers' Championship. We've got pot 2 has all been sorted by Macedonian. Pot 3 has been sorted by Mr. Fury Strat. Pot 4 is the only one in the Aussie division that can be decided. That is between, well, the man there in the chat doing his thing, Suicide 5, and, well, his counterpart in, well, I've gone blank. It is the Stig. The Stig, yes, it certainly is. And those two have been doing battle all season. But Suicide 5 slowly creeping up on him, as what he likes to do in real life as well. And big shout out to you, Suicide 5, all tongue-in-cheek, mate. Bit of a laugh there. And here comes Pillars with a 1 minute 9.6. Whack. There you go for his first run. And not too bad at all.
Extremist about to cross the line. Come on, give me his time. Yeah, a 1:10.45. Peas is invalidated. Xerxes is next with a 1:10.8.00.
Kaiser will be next, mate. He is impressed so far here at Monaco. Well, this won't matter because he's just turned his ERS on. And that is not representative, of course. Total Peas. There he is there in Sector 1. DJ Death Dragon getting himself underway. Chazza, the Geordie Juggernaut, will be next.
Backed out of this.
Yeah, certainly.
Traffic.
Yeah,
He's
certainly
backed
does.
out of it.
His ERS is not on. His ERS, he's just turned it on now. So it was a bit of a cider lap from the lad. Slothy's getting himself underway, of course, as Chazza. Well, there you go, 127.6. Where's Pillars around? Well, there he is there. Oh,
yeah, that's right. He's already done his lap, but he'd been around there. So Droftus is on his lap now as well. We'll pick up with Droftus in a bit. Is Peas on another go here? Just trying to pick him up. Invalidate the first one. He's clean at the moment, so I think it is Pills. It's going to be next. He's backed out of it, though.
Yeah, he did have that spin, though, there, mate. As we're going to look at DJ Death Dragon, and then we're going to flick straight to I Am Sloth. These boys yet to set times there, mate. We've got Total Peas there. He's got a bit of traffic. These boys are going to go in the pit lane and do what they do in Q3. There you go, as you see on that track map. Total Peas peels off into the pits as DJ Death Dragon, here he is there, going through the swimming pool, taking a bit of that curb, and as we did touch on in the Aussie stream, I tell you what, Housey, if you keep it planted over that little sausage curb there, the back end tends to, well, get all squirmish on you, and usually does end in tears. You want to lift ever so slightly as you get over that little sausage curb, and DJ's done that. He set his first run here of a 1 minute 11.1, and well, at the moment, that's put in P6. I Am Sloth is next, and there he is there. Hey, Slothy boy, with a 1 minute 9.9, and well, that's not too bad at all for his first run as well. We've got 7 minutes remaining in this session, Housey. We've got Curtis about to get himself underway. I dare say we're going to see what we normally do see in Q3, though, Housey. These boys are going to go back into the pit lane, and well, they're going to sit back, just chill out, put a new set of boots on, and yeah, they will have another crack, another bite of the cherry at the end of this session. So we're going to keep an eye on Pease. Well, Pease is in the pit lane. He will be coming out a little bit later on. But it is Curtis. And Curtis is pretty much, I will dare say, got the whole track to himself. He's got some clean air in front of him. He said he said an 18.5 there at that first split. So not too bad at all. Of course, that first split is, it's very much a quick sector, isn't it? That sector one. Turn one is where you're going to lose all that time. And, of course, the rest of it is pretty much, not flat out, but I mean, it's a pretty quick sector as we're through the tunnel now. And, he is the Noval chicane. And there you go. You want to take a lot of that curbage, what he's done there. Gets very close to that wall on the left-hand side, but no harm, no foul. Here comes Curtis. He's coming through that second sector with a 52.4. How's he through the swimming pool now? And that's that sausage curb. Some boys tend to miss it. Other boys tend to go right over it. It just all depends on what you're comfortable with. As here comes Curtis, number 20. He's donning on that reserve livery. And I'll tell you what, the reserves have had a good showing here at Monaco, but Curtis sets a 1 minute 10.9, Housey. And at the moment, that puts him P7.
Yep, and we've got to that point in the session. Only the extremist out at the moment, really, on a lap, but he's not on a lap, so extremist should be coming in here. Pease, is that Pease just exiting the pits? I believe it is. It is. Pease then going for the second run. He's going to be the first one to keep an eye on. I can't help but, are you seeing this as well? The surface in places just looks so greasy. I don't know, I've never really noticed it looking like that before.
Well, to be honest, not until you've said it. I haven't really been paying attention, but I'll keep my eye. No, actually, you are right. It does look a bit greasy. Whoa, Curtis. Doing what a couple of the Aussie boys did, getting real close to the Noval chicane on entry and just clipping the rear with the barrier.
And look at that section, it's greasy. So greasy off board.
It's greasy.
Through that final bit. Look at it, off board. I mean, I've never noticed it round here like this. On board's not too bad, but you come off board.
Well, how's he? I mean,
like she's wet.
There was a update, of course. I mean, I had to get out of the good old bed to do it. Make sure that it was all done for when we fired up this morning. But I never noticed
where Pease is now. Look, it just looks greasy. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean,
not there at the moment. It's into that swimming pool sector. But
maybe someone's done a massive bomb over the in the swimming pool, and a bomb, I mean, not as in an explosion, as in a bomb, as in a water splash. And there you go. And some of the water splashed out onto the track there, Housey. Not too sure. Somebody celebrating early in that alcoholic cesspool of a swimming pool. But yes, here he comes. Of course, Total Pease. He's a cracking track. This one here at Monaco is steeped in tradition. And some people, I mean, there's a bit of mixed feelings towards this track. I mean, whether it should be part of the real calendar or not, because in real life it is generally decided on a Saturday. And
all pieces at the wall.
No, that's not me, mate. Kebabs. As Suicide 5 throwing his he's in Canberra. That'd be a $5 note these days, wouldn't it? Sui, as there you go. Total Pease. Yeah, we're off board, having a look at that track, and it doesn't look too bad, mate. I don't know. Okay. Maybe it might be just your end. I'm not too sure, mate, but not too bad. Total Pease has invalidated, and we've lost our train of thought a little bit. DJ Death Dragon, we're going to flick to him. He's nearly a second up on his previous best, so that puts him in the 110, 109 mark. Here he comes, DJ Death Dragon, with a 1 minute 10.2, and not too bad at all. Is it Kaiser? Yeah, there he is there, spun around. I think I've just missed a lap from the extremist. Yes, most definitely, and Xerxes getting himself underway, but the Geordie Juggernaut, Chazza, with a 1 minute 9.6, and there you go. So,
someone just a little bit down on his previous. Currently sat on a 109.993 in P4. He needs a very good last sector. He's just purpled the middle sector of Sloth. Let's keep an eye on this. Oh, he slapped the wall. Unfortunately, I think that's going to cost him. I don't think Sloth's going to improve here. Can't see how much time he's got, but it's not going to be an improvement, I don't think, for Sloth. Oh, it does! Look at that! He hit the wall with that as well. Oh my goodness! Right, okay, I'm gone. Don't listen to me. Seriously.
Sorry, mate.
He's got more pace than that as well.
I was just checking up on all of my messages that I have missed, and yeah, all good. We are back, and $5 coin. Oh yeah, that's right, that's right. You got to get it signed and sealed though, Suicide 5. Just make your way to Parliament House and get that one all done for yourself. As Total P's getting himself back underway, and well, a bit of a banter between me and him. Known him for a little while. He's a great lad, and well, only me and him would be laughing at this. And we do apologise, folks. We are here. We're at Formula 4. We're at Monaco, and we're watching our championship leader, Total P's, having a good old crack here. He's just gone through the first sector with 18.4, and well, here he is now, the Grand Hotel hairpin. Yes, this corner is absolutely famous, or infamous, as some would say. A big shout out to you, Pillars, in P3 at the moment with a 109.6, but he's about to hit the track again. Let's not talk about him. We're talking about P's, yet to set a time. He's coming out of the tunnel now, approaching, the Novel chicane, and that's how you got to do it, folks. You take the majority of that curb, you straighten that one out, and here he comes, just getting very close to the outside wall with a bit of space. He's purpled the middle sector as well. Here comes P's. Here he comes. Oh, well, there you go, through the swimming pool, brushing up against that wall, and that is exactly what you got to do. I mean, if you're not brushing walls here at Monaco, you're really not having a crack. And here he comes, rear wing wide open. Total P's is about to set his time of a 1:09.8, and well, that is P5.
Yeah, Xerxes had just posted a better time of 1:09.906 to put himself P6. Curtis had done a better time of 1:10.450 to put himself P9. We started getting the flag, so Kaiser's had the flag, unless this is going to let him go again. Let's have a look. Has it let him?
Yeah, Kaiser's had the flag. Curtis is invalidated, so he's done. The Extremist is out there on track. He is, level pegging with his first sector time, so he's up at the moment. We've got Total P's. I'm not too sure how he's going. Getting out of the way of, who was that? That was I Am Sloth, who has done his time. Xerxes is furthest along, but he is slower. DJ Death Dragon is slower, so we're going to keep an eye on the Extremists.
Xerxes is invalidated. Yep. DJ's slower at the moment. Yes, Sloth, sorry. We did notice that. I was giving you the big up, like, no, you're not going to go faster here, and then, yeah.
Well, I mean, Slothy boy, you're sitting at the moment. Oh, no. Extremist is around. And I'll tell you what, that wall saved him from doing a full spin. I don't know how he didn't lose a wheel there, but he's going to complete this lap nevertheless. He was well and truly up, and that is just taken away all of his time. But yeah, Slothy boy, nevertheless, mate, you are sitting P2. And, well, guess who's on top? The Geordie Juggernaut puts it P1. And I'll tell you what, he'd be loving this one, Housey. Welcome back, Shazza. As, well, we've got... Wait for this all to tick down. We'll go through this all properly for you boys and girls at home. And, yeah, get this one underway, of course, Housey. And while we're in a formation lap, I'm going to leave you to your lonesome. I've just got to do one thing in the background, and we'll go through this running order as we speak. But, yeah, we'll wait for this timing screen to tick over and get this one underway.
Yep, I got it covered, mate. You go and do what you need to do. It's all good. Just wait for the last couple to take the flag. That should be it, which it is. So we'll get this running order up. We'll get the boys into the race. I had no updated on the weather, so I'm just presuming that we've got a dry race to come. So Chazza then takes pole with a 1:09.497. 1:09.414 was Urban's time in the Australian side. So the Australian side quicker this week. I Am Sloth takes P2. Pills in P3, Drofters P4, P's in P5, Zerx in 6th, DJ in 7th, Streamist in 8th, Curtis in 9th, and Kaiser rounding out the top 10. We'll get through to the race session now. Have a quick check on what the weather's doing like.
I'll be back in 1 second, Housey. I'll leave you to your devices. We're going to stay on the leader on the formation lap. I'll be back well and truly before the start anyway.
No problem. Absolutely no problem. We will, as I said, we'll get a quick look at the weather while the boys are getting in there, doing any little tiny tweaks that are available to the car and adjusting their fuel loads, working out which sort of tyre strategy they're going to run here. Obviously, safety cars could be a factor here. So maybe not wanting to take the hard tyre or a harder option, because you never know when that safety car is going to come. Just something else to bear in mind with this one. Looks pretty much dry. Yep, Urban is correct, as I said. The second week running, I think the Australians have outdone the European boys, but in the Europeans' defence, they've generally been quicker most weeks. There's only two, so you keep turning up, smashing it out the park. We're going to have to put a concrete block or two in your car. So, strategies then, medium to a hard or a medium soft. Across the bottom of the screen there, so it's Chazza on pole. As I said, let me pull up my tyres and then I can just see who's running what. So it'll be Chazza starting P1 on the mediums, Sloth in P2 on the mediums, Pillars in P3 on the mediums, Droftus in P4 on the mediums. Peas then goes from 5th on the soft, so watch out for him. He's going to be trying to make use of those softer compounds, stickier rubber from the start and make some places. Zerksen is in 6th on the medium. DJ starts from 7th on the medium. The Extremist goes from 8th on the medium. Curtis, the reserve, goes from 9th on the soft. Kaiser, 10th on the soft. So 3 soft runners inside the top 10. That's Pease in 5th, Curtis in 9th, Kaiser in 10th. All shot down then, as we've got a bit of action there. A few boys being reset to the track just as I got to them in the list. So all shot down will start P11 on the mediums. Just Mikey start P12 on the mediums. Mazaspin, his teammate, just Mikey's teammate, in 13th on the mediums. Bannister will go from 14th on the mediums. Energetic's gone from 15th on the mediums. Ramsell then, being very brave, going on the hard tyre as Energetics has spun in front of him on the formation lap. It must have been Ericsson. Don't worry, Energetics, we saw it was Ericsson. So yeah, as I was saying, Ramsell, the only one to go for the hard tyre, so it's a bold choice, but from 16th, you know, I commend that one. You've got to try something different, see if it can work for him. Callum then starts the race, P17 on the softs, and then it's Paul Watson in 18th on the mediums, and Bloomstar in 19th on the mediums.
What is going on here? I have an issue, mate. I have an issue.
And you've been disqualified, because you might be in a car. You might need to retire from this one. It happened to Droftus the other week, didn't it? I think it's just because we joined late, so you're going to need to.
I'm going to miss the start and everything. Oh, what a shame! Take it away, Howsy. It's you. It's all you.
Okay, we got green lights to go. Then so Chazza got a good start. Sloth's got a better one though. Sloth around the outside into turn 1. All bit of contact between Charlie and Sloth. Pills is in P3. Peas is making up 1 place over Droftus on those soft tyres. As we go up the hill towards the casino. Let me pull up.
And I'm back. Yes, I'm back. We've got rid of that one there. And yeah, Chazza leading this one here, mate. I am Sloth P2, Pillars in P3. And, well, Total P's in P4. Droftus P5. Xerxes with a cracking start into 6th position. And, well, who is that? That is the reserve. Is that a reserve? It's showing me Curtis is down in 11th, but there is a reserve livery up the top there. 11th, yeah. Well, I'm not too sure what has happened there. I don't know if my eyes are deceiving me. But, well, Urban Side, the Shadow Fury, is doing what he does best. And, well, there you go. He's in the chat, and those boys are gloating about the fastest pole position time, and rightly so. Well done, boys. Congratulations to you lot, of course. But yeah, this one here, just getting underway here, Housey. And of course, we have missed the start there. I was in a car, as you're well and truly aware. But where is Energetics? Energetics must be. Where is he?
Just past Curtis for P11, just coming into the swimming pool section. Good move, nice clean move. Yeah, we were going to report Racing Formula. That's the man to my right for a pit and quit there.
Yeah. Well, actually, you can report. I'll put my hand up. It was a retirement on track there, mate. And, well, just let the boys take it away into that first corner. And, well, retired on track. So I didn't impede anybody. And, well, there you go. So, well, Kaiser and the Extremist doing battle here, mate. If we go back up to the top, Pillars is starting to fire up. He is giving Sloth a good old sniff through that hotel hairpin, and through Portier they go. About to enter the tunnel, of course. And there they are there. We've got, Chazza leading this one. by 7/10 of a second. I tell you what, he would be welcoming Pillars pressuring Sloth, because that just gives him a chance to stretch his legs a little bit there, Housey. And, well, rightly so, too. So, well, let's just see. He's broken the DRS glorious 1 second margin as, well, the DRS will be enabled next lap, about halfway through the lap. So it'll be the second part of the lap. It will be enabled. And, well, there you go. So here comes Pillars. Let's just see how he goes, of course. No DRS available at the moment. It will be enabled just about now, but he's too far back. And, yeah, that's the thing here at Monaco, folks. You can have some speed. You can have some straight line speed, but you really, really need to have that last corner exit nailed to be able to do any sort of any sort of contention to make that pass down into turn 1. As Mr. Fury Strat says, unacceptable, -5 points to Rockstar. Well, who's Rockstar? Who's Rockstar? I don't know what you're talking about there,
Extremist is down in 18th. He's just been in the pits for a wing. Droftus is been in for a wing as well. So I don't know whether the two have had a little bit of an altercation out on the track there. Maybe that's what he's talking about. Fury being the kitty lad there.
Ah, there you go. That's probably what he's talking about.
I'm not quite sure. I didn't pick up.
I didn't pick it up either, but I tell you,
I'm just trying to read between the lines.
I wonder if Fury. I don't know if Fury's doing the team thing and being an engineer or being a bit of a fan for this one. And well, there he is there anyway. And well, spotted that. And I got to put my goggles on because I am Sloth. He's starting to chase down Chazza. Pillars has dropped back a little bit. Just still hunting that DRS zone as the lads. And there you go. They've all got it. The big DRS train is. I mean, it is great when it's sort of one-on-one, but when it's a big train of cars, it just cancels each other out. As Xerxes at the moment sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix with a 1 minute 12.6, and he certainly has, mate. This will be good for him, getting that clean, fresh air through that car, and well, the front end not washing out, especially in these, well, low speed to medium speed corners. So yeah, he's enjoying his time. He has closed in within 4/10 as we've just been speaking about the lad. As we'll go back down to Bannister, because Bannister sees the chiropractor. There he is there, the chiropractor. We'll bring up these oh, Bannister just brushed the wall, and he's brushed it again. And well, no. I think he's going to have to go get that all fixed up. Looks like he's got no visible damage, but there you go. Ramsell out there on the hard compound. He's opted to go the hards, and well, there you go. So. Wow, interesting, mate. Interesting to say the least. I mean, got Curtis out there on the hards. Got the extremists out there on the hards. And, I mean, the hards, I've seen guys do 36 laps on the medium here and finish it quite comfortable. Tyre life is not an issue here at Monaco. Interesting to see the train of thought between these guys. But Ramsell, he knows what he's doing. P12 at the moment. 3-lap old hards. And he's trying to catch Mazepin, which is just ahead of him by 3.9 seconds. Where is Bloomstar? Because Bloomstar is starting to hook up, and he's chasing Bannister at the moment. Going to pay a bit of respects to the boys towards the back, of course, as Bloomstar, well, there you go. He gets by Bannister, because Bannister was just trying to get into the pit lane. And, well, there you go. That is a bit of a tricky one there here at Monaco. Especially, you want to hug that inside line if you're going in the pit lane, and, well, in real life as well. We have got Droftas setting the fastest lap of the Grand Prix with a 1 minute 12.3, I do believe. I did catch the very end of that. But I tell you what, mate, Chazza is now starting to feel it, because I Am Sloth is right up his clacker. Only 2/10 behind him there, Housey. And oh, there you go. Chazza taking a lot of that curve. Oh, Sloth's got a great exit. Where is Pillars? Pillars is there as well. These top three are starting to break away here, Housey, as Total Peas is the next man behind them. 1.5 seconds adrift from Pillars. Then you've got Xerxes, DJ Death Dragon, Kaiser, all shot down, Energetics, and Callum Tyler has had a cracking start too.
Going for a move. Yeah, he has. He's up 7 places. Callum Droftus just looking for a move out the tunnel at the inside of Bloomstar. Gets it done. Droftus on the charge, down in 14th now. He's dropped 10 places off the start after needing to pit. So the biggest gainers, as we said, Callum Tyler 7 places, Energetics 6 places at the moment. Biggest loser. Oh, he's out in the middle of the track. Wow, is that Mazepin? It is. Mazepin's in trouble in the final sector. He's going to need to box.
Yeah, he is. He's got no right-hand side end plate, and that's unfortunate from the lad. Well, I tell you what, he's all over the joint. Not too sure if that was a bit of a lag spike or what have you. But Droftas has fired up. He must have been, well, a bit of an error or a bit of an incident between well, we're not going to call it on stream, but yeah, he had to go in for a bit of a nose change, did the old Droftas, the new Portonian, the Pot 1 Hello Kitty driver. And I'll tell you what, mate, this guy, the Hunter, is what I like to call him. And yeah, there he is there. He's got Paul Watson for company. And well, Paul Watson will know exactly who that is behind him. And he'd be thinking, oh, Jesus, come on, Paulie boy, you got this, mate. Hold your line and do your thing for Team Jaguar. Of course, yes, one of the originals is Paul Watson. And he's holding his line. He's gone defensive. Oh, Droftas has brushed the inside there of the wall. And Paul Watson doing what Paul Watson does. Held his line, and that is all fair game. That was a bit of argy-bargy between those two. But I'll tell you what, Pillars, excuse me.
Sloth going at it wheel to wheel into turn 1. That's what I was making noises for at the same time.
I'm still trying to work out your noises there, Housey.
Got a bit close, but they just about made it through. All fair as love in love and wall there between the two. Just give Pills the... Pills, as I say that, just runs into the back of Sloth. Hopefully he didn't get any damage there, but they just gave Pills, as they were squabbling into turn 1, just gave him that little bit of a boost. P's the one that's dropping back at the moment, actually. I thought P's would be able to stick with them being on those soft tyres, but it doesn't look like it's the case. It looks more like the Zerks is catching P's as well, so I don't know if P's has got slight damage. I'm not sure.
I think
it doesn't look visible, but
Pease is doing what Pease does best. He knows the score, mate. He knows the score. He knows he's leading this championship. He knows that Sloth is only 2 positions ahead of him. He just needs to finish. And, well, I mean, he's just doing the championship leader thing. Just protecting and guarding that lead. He's ahead of Xerxes. He's 2 places behind Sloth, which is his direct rival, which I do believe the gap has stretched to about 20-odd points there, Housey, with 2 rounds remaining after this one. 32 points. So, I mean, he's just doing what Pease does best. And that is just, well... holding that gap, and that's what he's done. As soon as he got that lead, that's what he's done. He stretched it out to 30-odd points or whatever it is at the moment, and yeah, he's just doing his thing. And well,
we've got team orders. Oh, team orders from the Kitties. Sorry, I cut you off there. Team orders from the Kitties. So it's the chiropractor in 11th, giving the place to Droftas.
How good is it that he is now known as the chiropractor? That is absolutely brilliant. And if you're unfamiliar with the story...
It's one of the privileges, isn't it, as a commentator? We get to rename all these people.
It's one of the funny stories of it is that he was in Italy there last... He was in Italy last season. Couldn't get back to England. He was stuck there. He went away for work and, yeah, he just couldn't get back. And he was living in a hotel room. And the hotel room had the TV in the top left-hand corner, and the poor guy was standing to play the game. He was racing sometimes he was racing 2-3 times a night, and he would send me photos of he made a standing platform and absolutely everything. And oh mate, he was so funny. And from that point on, he was nicknamed the chiropractor. And well, a big shout out to you, Ramsell, and Mini Ramsell, wherever you are, mate. I hope you're doing well, my friend. But yeah, all shot down. He's all over the back of Kai's. I'll tell you what, all shot down. He fires up on race day, doesn't he?
Let me cut across you here because we've had drama whilst you were talking there. Chazza has come in for a wing from the lead. He got a penalty and needed a wing. And also, Pease had made a mistake and also been in for a wing. So Chazza's now down into P12. Pease is down into P14. So that's 1st to 12 for Chazza. And 4th, I think, down to 15th now for Pease. I Am Sloth has the lead of this one from Pills from Zerks.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And then our good old resident Arnie in 4th, Mr. Solid.
I'll tell you what though, Fury does make a good point, which is what I did touch on earlier, was that the guys on the hard compound, I mean, there's no issue for tyre life. All right, it's lap 9, but those mediums, you can stretch them to the limit. There's no danger whatsoever. So yeah, they're going to be a little bit slow, but I mean, track position here at Monaco is kind of everything. It's more of trying to catch the guy in front, which is going to hamper you. I mean,
Chazza and Pease just fitted those hard tyres, so we'll see how it works for him. Chazza now moving himself past Paul Watson into P11.
Whoa!
He's still down in 15th.
What was that? I don't know what was that, but I just seen a
Bloomfield,
massive cloud of smoke, and there was nothing there. And in the Aussie division, we've seen the same sort of thing when Urban Scyther went past that Noval chicane. It looked like there was sparks coming from the barrier, and it was just crazy. It's a bit of a funny thing in the game. But yeah, there you go. Chazza by Paul Watson. He's up into P11. He's got Ramsell to catch, and I don't reckon he's going to. Well, Ramsell's on the hard compound as well, so they'll cancel each other out. But I tell you what, Pillars in P2, and he's got Slothy Boy for company, and these two are breaking away. Xerxes having a great showing at the moment. He's sitting in third place there, Housey, which is a fantastic to see. DJ Death Dragon in P4, all shot down. I love how this boy comes alive on a Sunday, and he's fantastic. Great to see you there, all shot down. And I am Slothall, Slothy Boy. Slothy Boy's not going to help his cause, and Pillars will be going, yes, baby. Yes, baby. This is, well, that's what he wanted. That's what the doctor ordered. They are on lap 11 right about now. And, yeah, there you go, getting themselves underway for this one. A lap 11, a 39, Housey. And those first 11 laps have, 10 laps have absolutely flown by. And have a look at the new Portonian. Yes, all right, he's a little bit out of sync, but I'll tell you what, he's pushing Callum Tyler around this track. He's in P8, Callum in P7, and I reckon this is just a matter of time before this job is done.
Yep, turn one, here we go. Using all the battery. Callum's leaving him room up the inside, just about enough. Gonna have to back out of this one, otherwise he's gonna hit the wall. I think he did just clip the wall there, but Callum doing a decent job. He's up 9 spots. Energetics in front of Droftus now, up 9 spots as well. All shot down, as you touched on, doing another solid job in P5 at this point in time.
As Curly has hosted the stream again, that is 2 in a row, Curly. Well done, son. And I think he's loving that I put that safety car alert up there just for him. And, well, welcome to the stream, Curly. I hope you're well. And I hope you got your Streamlabs all sorted out, mate. And if you need anything else, just reach out, my friend. Always willing to give you a chop out. But, yes, DJ Death Dragon is behind Xerxes, and this gap is starting to close here, Housey. I think DJ's starting to fire up. He sees Xerxes and just goes, come on, let's go, guys.
To be fair, DJ's had 2 weeks now, last week and the week before, where he's just, unfortunately, after sort of the first stint,
he'd be loving some company, poor DJ.
Yeah, he'd been loving the company this week, so getting in the mix of it. For sure, although Xerxes wants that podium, and he's not going to give this one up lightly, so this could be a good battle. Obviously, Drofter's still making his way through, whereas P's still in 15th. He's struggling. He's right up behind Curtis at the moment.
Yeah,
the swimming pool section.
I'll be honest with you, Housey.
In front of them.
I think the hards were the wrong decision, in my opinion. I mean, I could be wrong, but I mean, they're slower compound.
Droftus has got him on too, hasn't he?
Nah, Droftus got the softs on, mate. He has got the softs on as Droftus.
So he has. Chazza has put it on as well.
Yeah,
Chazza in 11th.
But Chaz is starting to catch Ramsell. Yes, he's caught him, but it's one thing catching, it's another thing to get by. And you don't have the purchase coming out of the corners, especially here at Monaco, because that's where the purchase is required. There you go, Ramsell and Chazza, a bit of a ring-a-ding-ding. And, well, Chazza, the Geordie Juggernaut, tried to get the job done. Ramsell says, no, you don't, son. And stay behind me.
Curly? Oh, Curtis and Pease. Now Pease finally getting that job done on Curtis. Curly saying today's update's deleted everything off his game. What are you talking about, Curly? Let us know. I had nothing. No career mode. Has to redo my wheel. It was like I just downloaded the I haven't tried my wheel or anything like that.
Don't.
You got me worried now. Don't worry about that now.
Don't worry about that now, Housey. We've got a cracking race to call.
Thanks for good news.
The Geordie Juggernaut is all over the back of the chiropractor. I tell you what, these are 2 cracking names that we've both given. And yes, here he comes. Let's just see. Well, the hard tie is going to cancel each other out. There you go. There's no purchase. He drops that little bit too far back and he can't get the job done. Whoa.
No.
Whoa, the Geordie Juggernaut. We've seen that one. And he's just gone right into the back of the chiropractor. And, well, the chiropractor is going to have to see one after that because that was a massive clutter into the wall as DJ Death Dragon is still behind Xerxes. DJ with a bit of understeer, going towards that barrier. Manages to gather the car just in time. And there you go. He lives to fight another day. Pillars and Sloth still doing battle. Pillars is, there he is there. Pillars is burning his battery. He's absolutely burning his battery. We're not going to read that one out, but as you can see at home, absolutely burning it. He's hanging onto the back of Sloth. Sloth has that 3-second time penalty for his troubles, but well, I mean, Use the DRS zone. I mean, that should be enough. It should be absolutely enough. Save that battery, but I mean, who am I telling? Pillars. Pillars is out there. And
This is in again.
there you go. Yeah, he was on worn soft, so this will be him running to the end, hopefully.
Oh, no.
And there you go.
I'll tell you where the battle was just starting to heat up there. A lap or so ago, as Chazza now gets past Drofter's still coming out the pits. The battle was just heating up between Paul Watson, Bloomster, Pease and Callum Tyler. A little bit of a train starting to form there. Even the extremist on the back of it now. So that's P11, 12, 13, 14 from 15th. One to keep an eye on for all you viewers out there. Keep an eye on the tree. Watch those guys swap around.
Well, finally we get I tell you what, we've got finally a cracking view of this track, and I tell you, folks, Codemasters, if you're listening, let us have that option, please. I mean, that would be brilliant. I mean, the helicopter doesn't need to be refueled. It is a game. Give us the option. Come on. And yeah, here we go. DJ Death Dragon, battle resumed between him and Xerxes. It is 0.5 of a second now. And well, these guys have just been level pegging each other this whole Grand Prix. I dare say they're waiting for one or the other to either A, make a mistake, or B, box, and well, maybe do the overcut, or see if you can predict when the other one's going to box, and do that whole undercut. The undercut around here is not really that helpful. The overcut certainly is, and well, go that one lap longer, or two if you can, and as long as you've got the pace under that car, you should be fine. As the extremist is down in 13th, he's got Bloomstar for company there, has he? Oh, gets very close to that wall. Bloomstar on the medium, the extremist on the hard, and well, look at this train forming behind Paul Watson. Yeah. Paul Watson almost a cork in the bottle, so to speak. He's getting pressured by Callum Tyler. And Callum Tyler around the outside. Is he going to make this stick into turn one? Well, these boys, whoa, great respect shown on track. And what a move by Callum Tyler. Up in a 10th position. Paul Watson, P11. Bloomstar is going to have a look at Paul Watson as well. Well, there you go. Oh, a bit of a touch, a slight touch. As I'm not too sure I've got a lag spike, but Extremist is pushing. He's pushing him. And I'll tell you what, these boys have got to be careful. This is a tricky track. Oh, there you go. The Extremist putting his nose. Well, he put his nose where it wasn't belong, and it just got clipped there by Bloom. And, well, that is okay. He's still got a full front wing, does the Extremist, and he will live to fight another day. But use the track to your advantage there, folks. And Fury is in the yacht. Fury is in his yacht, and, well, enjoying the view right about here. We can wave to Fury right about now. G'day, Fury. How are you, mate? In that beautiful yacht of his, he wishes, and there he is. So the extremist is there, Bloomstar's there, and Paul Watson, he's loving that these two boys behind him are fighting. But I tell you what, the Newportonian with those fresh mediums is just starting to fire up. He wants to catch Chazza. Chazza is on that hard compound and does have a time penalty to boot, and we were going to see this gap close right up. Like I did say earlier, I think the hard is the wrong way to go. The mediums, you can stretch and stretch and stretch. I remember last season seeing Energetics do 36 laps on the medium. And, well, I mean, if that's anything to go by, I mean, you can almost do it on the whole Grand Prix. And that would nowhere near punch territory.
Sorry, one of the Jaguars.
Read it out.
I don't know if it was Pease. It was Pease. He's missing his whole front wing.
He certainly is there.
He lost it on the exit.
He's down in 17th there, Housey, and well, there you go. Our championship.
Got a whole lap to do with no wing.
Our championship leader will be struggling to get back to the pit lane. Ramsell's just been lapped. Excuse me, by the front two being Sloth and Pillars, and we've got a cracking shot of this. We're right on board with Ramsell, albeit the car is ghosting because he's just been lapped. But there you go. You can see what these boys in front are doing. And look at the purchase they've got. I'll tell you what, just in a couple of corners there, they have just stretched a little bit. And yeah, you're going to see the Constantina effect, of course, in the slower speed and then the higher speed. The gap opens up. Yeah, it does stay the same, roughly. But there you go. You've got two pot ones. And I think what is Ramsell? A pot four. And yeah, he certainly is. And he's doing a fantastic job, is Ramsell. And no. Bloomstar letting the leaders go by has let Ramsell go by too. So he's snuck in a sneaky place get there. He's just got by Bloomstar, I think. And there you go.
I was going to suggest that.
Paul.
Ramsell, he's just got to, hopefully, Paul Watson's smashed his front wing off now. Where's that? Out
turn one.
Was that? Yeah, it was turn one. Yeah.
Santavot.
So, not going too well for the Jaguar boys. Not going too well for them at all here. But as I was touching on, Ramsell just trying to, even though he's a lap down, he'd do well just to sit with these with Sloth and Pills and try and pick up those cheeky places like he'd done there on Bloomstar. As they're coming up to Paul Watson, is he going to get this move done on Paul Watson as well? Let's have a look. I'm on board with Ramsell. Is he going to realise, Paul?
Well, I mean, he should realise here, because Paul will go wide because he's got no nose. He will break early, and if he doesn't break early, he's going straight on. And whoa, Ramsell! So that was bloody close. He probably didn't realise that he had no front wing and no heroics into Santavot is what Fury says. And well, that is a good message. Well, a great message on the halo when you're at Monaco, because it just gives you a friendly reminder. But everywhere else, I'm a big Schumacher fan. And, well, there you go. Anything Michael Schumacher, I'm all for.
DJ here really closed in on Zerk's been putting a lot of pressure on him this lap. Oh, God, loses the rear end on traction now. As Pills and Sloth have both pitted. So Zerk's takes over the lead. DJ now takes over second. Sloth and Pills did pit. They both put on the hard tyre.
What?
See whether they come out. As they've come out in 4th and 5th, I think they'll just about keep that. Yep, they do. Here comes Energetics. I think he's going to be alright as Pills. Yeah, he is. So Sloth out in 4th, Pills in 5th. It's all shot down now in 3rd. So it's Monster Energy cars 1 and 3.
I'll tell you what, though, mate.
In 2nd.
We have missed what has happened to Total Peas, because he's out. Total Peas is out.
Well, he smashed his wing off, as we said, and he had the whole lap to get back to the pit. So that's all I know from that.
We weren't focusing on the man because he was very slow, because like you did touch on there, he had no front wing. There's plenty of action to call, and yeah, Fury just alerted me. I just looked at the timing charts and hang on a minute, there's one extra there. And yes, it is Total Peas. He is done. That is his race over. And well, there you go. Our championship leader not scoring any points here, which is a welcome sign to I Am Sloth. And well, Sloth probably doesn't know just yet that Peas is out, unless he's in a chat and the boys are listening and he's getting some information, because I Am Sloth is in P4 and the timing screen in the point of view only gives you the 5 or 6 places, and well, he would not know that Peas is out until he sees it or gets it from somebody else. But there you go. So I Am Sloth in 4th position, and this is a handy boost of points for him. This one's going to go down to the wire housey. Of course, Sloth is going to close right back up. He's going to at least halve that gap to Total Peas, and well, there you go. Oh, Bloomstar's getting it all wrong there. Where is Bloomstar? Let's just have a look at him. He's just getting out of the way of the leaders, of course, and not too sure. He's got a full front wing, so carry on. Got the Extremist right behind Bannister now, and these two boys are having a cracking battle. We've got Rockstar versus Monster, and well, is he going to send it? No, he's not. He's just making his car a bit of a nuisance as the Extremist putting it all in the places where it shouldn't be. And just take it easy there, mate. You've got this one covered. Use the track to your advantage as Pillars is come out of that pit lane in P5. Of course, the top 3 yet to stop here, Housey. But have a look at that. 3, 4, and 5 with timing penalties. Let's just go to that to see where they all are on track. And there you go. 3 seconds, 3 seconds, 3 seconds for 3, 4, and 5. Chazza with 6. Excuse me. Callum Tyler with 3. Curtis with 5. Just Mikey with 3. Bloomstar and Extremist with 3. And Mazaspin down there with 8.
Indeed, sorry, I'm just having a look at something there. So yeah, as you said, Sloth and Pills with the penalties. Interesting to see what Zerks and DJ can do here in terms of where it brings them over the line. I mean, one of them hopefully will be able to pick up a podium.
This is a medium soft every day of the week. I'm not too sure what. I don't know. These
yeah, well,
I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to say anything, but my opinion, this is a soft medium or a medium soft every day of the week. And some guys are out there on hard compounds, but who are we to question? Just sort of giving a different perspective of the way you can tackle this Grand Prix. And some of the guys here have gone medium hard, but you can stretch the medium and you chuck on those rapid softs towards the end, and well, I'll tell you what, that's the way to go, I reckon.
I'm wondering if DJ or Zerks, that's what I was just about to allude to, Zerks and DJ out in the front. I wonder whether that's the way they're going to go here and go with the softs. I mean, surely, now you're going to gamble it. Here goes Zerks is in. Let's see what Zerks does. DJ stays out. What's Zerks going to do? Is he going to gamble it here? We've got, 18 laps remaining? Lap 21 of 39. No, Zerks is putting on the hards too.
Wow.
So it's down to DJ. Come on, DJ, gamble it, son.
I reckon if anyone could do it, DJ knows, because DJ was a part of it when, Energetics stretched that medium. He will know that you can stretch these, and he's just doing his thing.
I think I was on holiday at that point in time, and I tuned in and was like, what the? Seriously? This dude's doing this many laps? This was before I knew, like, of him too much, and it was like, what? Who's this guy? Like, what is he? He's driving a hovercraft, isn't he? Like, there's no tie-away on that at all. I couldn't believe it. It was really, really good. But yeah, DJ, I reckon DJ's going to gamble this. He's going to put it in the pit this lap and prove me wrong, but we'll see. We'll see. We digressed. We'll watch the timing tree and see what happens. Although, I mean, the problem with now with Monaco is we've gotten a little bit of a lull here.
We have.
Gaps are pretty big, obviously. Pills and Sloth still at it, about half a second just over between them. Then you've got Kaiser and Energetics about half a second. Zerks then about a second back from Kaiser. And that's about your closest gaps at the moment, apart from Paul Watson. Just gaining in on Bannister down in 16th place, Paul Watson is.
Oh, we've seen a retirement. We've seen a retirement, and that is Mazepin. Mazepin pit.
Mazepin in the pits.
We're going to jot that one down there, Housey, because that is certainly frowned upon here at Formula 4, and for whatever reason anyway. We're not going to harp on that, but yes, DJ Death Dragon leading this one by 9.2 seconds over Sloth, and yeah, did you read that one as well? There's in the chat.
Yes,
I mean, Suicide 5 only doing what Suicide 5 does. Well, I mean, Mr. Altitude, the Viking, or the Groomer
is an invite.
Exactly right. Exactly right. So there he is there doing. Wait for it. Give it a few seconds, and he will jump all over that one. But yes, Kaiser has got DJ Energetics for company. He's in between two lads there, and he's in between two lads there, Energetics and Xerxes. As whoa, what is going on there? Xerxes, the extremist. The extremist has just unlapped himself in between all of this kerfuffle. And, the extremist is well and truly out of position there, Housey. Down in 14th, but he's mixing it with the leaders at the moment. Yeah. And, there you go. So,
gotta be careful.
He certainly does. He's just dropped off a little bit. The purchase on that hard compound ain't the way to go. Slothy's starting to catch DJ Death Dragon.
Through. You can, yeah. Sorry, I've never really tried that myself. But, yeah, I know you can drive through it as you're coming up in the faster car. But I've never tried it doing the slower car, trying to drive through the faster cars. But obviously it's working because he's just driving straight through them.
Yeah, mate, it works. So that's what ghosting's all there about, of course. Even DNFs and all that sort of stuff, that's what it's there for. If it's working properly, that's what it's meant to do. And, there you go. Pillars 7/10 of a second behind Slothy Boy now.
Close. Dirk's closing in on the back of Kaiser there, just into turn one. What we've got a bit of an incident there in out the tunnel, down in the bottom. It's, who was that? Who was that? It was Chazza. Chazza, I think, either had a spin or certainly had to hit the brakes. Doesn't look like he's got any damage, but he's down in 13th. He's got the softs on now. He's just pitted, so he got rid of those hard tyres that he put on earlier on.
Well, this is about the time
This is
about the time. A few more laps, or maybe 1 or 2 more laps, and you can chuck the softs on. Maybe even go a little bit longer if you can afford it. DJ. And DJ's looking not too bad. He's 7.3 seconds in front of Sloth. And Sloth, well, the gap is stabilised. It hasn't really diminished that much. And DJ knows. He knows that the tyre life is good here. And he's just absolutely doing his thing. And let's see where he comes out when he does eventually decide the box. But he's going to be one to watch for, folks, because he's going the softs after this one, guaranteed. And we're going to see him try to make some moves. He certainly was with Xerxes. At the moment, he's well, it's very close at the moment. Roughly off the top of my head, it's about 21 seconds. He's ahead of Xerxes at the moment. Let's just go to the leader, and there you go. Oh, the mathematics is working. It's 21.4 seconds, and well, I'm going to pat myself on the back for that one because that was just on the fly, folks. And there you go. Well done, son.
Those slates that we were talking about the other week really doing you some...
I had the abacus out there, Housey, and just slotting me beans from left to right. But there you go. Anyway, we'll push on. I'm not going to give too many age reveals here on stream, but here comes Kaiser all over the back of Energetics. Energetics is doing what he did last season. He's on 24 lap old mediums. He knows that they will stretch. He's a bit of a cork in the bottle there at the moment, but I'll tell you what, track position is everything as Kaiser goes straight on. Oh, we made a mistake, and that's one thing the game's got to fix. I mean, when you make a mistake, there you go. So the game's giving him a 3-second time penalty as well. So Xerxes is behind him, starting to fire up. He wants to get the job done.
Hit the wall twice now. in that section. So Kaiser maybe under pressure here, and he's boxing it. So Xerxes going to move himself up. Droftus is the one on the move though. He's up to 6 now after that early downturn for Droftus, but he's back up to 6. So this will be interesting where DJ comes out as far as Xerxes is concerned, and now with Droftus in play as well.
I'll tell you what, and Suicide 5 is right. Yeah, plenty of years down at the TAB. Exactly right there, mate. You got to do it on the fly these days, and well, I mean, we all love a bit of a punt. And well, if I'm a betting man, and I certainly am, I'll tell you what though, mate. My money is on DJ. I reckon DJ is going to come close to taking this one out here, mate. He's going to come out on the softs. At the moment, he's, 23 seconds ahead of Xerxes. He's gaining that pit stop. Oh, his Pillars gets a bit of a Tokyo drift happening out of the swimming pool. And, well, there you go. And DJ does pit now. I reckon he's going to come out.
There's penalties as well, don't forget as well. One thing to note, obviously.
DJ doesn't have any penalties.
Overlook that is. No, I mean, Sloth and Pills have got those penalties.
Yes, that's right.
To boot as well. That's one other advantage DJ's got in his... or is another string in his boat, is he doesn't have any penalties at the moment. Droftus gets past Energetics for P5, maybe a slight bit of team orders coming in there. No, Energetics is in the pits, that's what that's about.
There you go, the soft compound on, and let's just see where Energetics comes out.
They will be in a team chat, those kitty boys, so is Energetics trying this one out for DJ?
Well, here comes Kaiser, because Kaiser's coming around Raskas, around the last corner now. And, oh, I tell you what, bit of a tank slapper coming through there. Where is Energetics? Where is Energetics? There he is there, just in front of him. So, it's in 7th position at the moment, is Energetics. So, that's not too bad. He did pit. Not too bad at all, mate. So DJ's looking pretty good at the moment here, mate. As where is he? Where is Xerxes?
Up 8 places.
He certainly is up 8 places.
He's Energetics.
He's 22 seconds, 23 seconds ahead of Xerxes. And Energetics, DJ Death Dragon decides to go again. He's going to maximize the soft compound, and yeah, Xerxes has track position. He's on the hard compound though, Fury, and the purchase out of the last corner is game over, mate. Track position isn't everything when you're 2 compounds heavier, and well, there you go. So and in 5 lap old hards, to be honest, as well, when DJ comes out, he will be rapid, and he's just stretching that gap. He's stretching that gap, and look at it stretch, and he's doing his thing. Is DJ? Where is the closest battle on track? It is between Pillars and Sloth, and we're going to pay a bit of respects to the boys towards the back in a second. But there you go. Pillars getting very, very close to Sloth. But let's just go towards the back there. And got Paul Watson, a bit of a lonesome race for the lad. Same with Bloomstar. Bannister's all there by himself as well. The Extremist as well hasn't had really the extremist day. And he is down there in 14th. Chazza with a bit of an incident there into turn 1 with the chiropractor. He's down in 13th, and well, Boy's lonesome as well. Ramsell, the chiropractor, there he is there. The same with just Mikey. So towards the back, the gaps have opened up and stabilised. Kaiser is starting to catch Energetics, but Energetics should breeze by him or open that gap right up, being on fresh softs. But let's just keep an eye on Droftas, because Droftas, the new Portonian, in 5th position. So we're going to keep an eye on this. He's got Xerxes just ahead of him, and this will be a great vantage point to see where DJ comes back out on track.
Where's Xerx?
He's entering Raskas now. Is Xerxes, and let's just see how he goes. Oh, he's eager. He's eager. DJ.
Surely.
He should be. DJ's exiting the pit lane. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be bloody close. And yes, he's done it. DJ has done it. He's got ahead of Xerxes, up in a 3rd place. DJ Death Dragon, there you go. That is the overcut working at its best, as predicted. And, well, DJ can start making hay on these leaders now. So
seconds.
He's got 14. Well, not really. He's got 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
He's got 10 seconds to catch, and he can take this win. And, well, this is all
10
for...
laps. 10 laps, sorry, to do it.
He's got 10 laps to do 10 seconds.
A second a lap.
Let's see if he can... Oh, the Extremist is in AI. The Extremist is in AI. And, well, not too sure what the Extremist is doing in AI. But, yeah, he's been caught. And, well, there you go. He's been caught. And he's just got off the AI. So, naughty boy Extremist. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. Even though she's a tough one, you've got this one covered. As, well, yeah, Chazza has DNF'd. So, there you go. Not too sure where that happened. But I Am Sloth leads this one from Pillars. These boys have been battling all Grand Prix. And, well, DJ, we're going to keep an eye on these times. Because, oh, what has happened there? Well, that was a lapped car getting it all wrong into Raskas. And DJ lucky ghosting, and through he went. So, let's not to mention the boys up the front are very quick. DJ is a pot 2 driver. Is he pot 2? No, pot 3, pot 2.
Yeah.
2.
Pot 2.
And DJ's a pot 2 driver. I mean, he's going to catch. He will eventually catch, but the boys in front, Pillars and Sloth, are pot 1s.
Second.
And, well, there you go.
He's second in this first lap.
He certainly has, mate. He certainly has.
Track.
So DJ can do this if he gets his focus on. If he puts that Arnie helmet of his on, and away he goes. But we're looking at Droftas and Xerxes. Droftas on 16-lap old mediums. They're quite comfortably going to make it to the end. He's got Xerxes in front of him, as you can see there, folks. And the Extremist is in front of them, about to be lapped. Of course, the Extremist tried to unlap himself, but yeah, he's fallen back into the realms of being lapped again. And there you go. So let's have a look at Kaiser. Kaiser is down there with Energetics, and Energetics just not having a good time of it at the moment, is he? He's well, he can't stretch that gap, and it's only Kaiser doing a fantastic job hanging on to Energetics, 1.4 seconds adrift, and well, there you go, a bit of a gap to Curtis. He's sort of having a bit of a lonesome race, but he's doing his thing, of course, and Just Mikey is caught up to the back of Callum Tyler as Paul Watson. There was a couple of boys that just got time penalties there, as well. Have a look at the gap now there, Housey. It's 10.9 seconds. It is 10.9 seconds. I tell you what, he's doing it. Come on, DJ. Come on, you can do it. And let's just go.
I've got a last lap feeling coming on.
I think so too. I think so too. Whoa! What is Paul Watson? Paul Watson is. Well, there you go. He's got lapped. He's ghosting. Got that all wrong there into the braking zone. But that's all right. No harm, no foul. That is what ghosting is there for. But yes, Pillars and Sloth. Let's just go back to this one. As well, it just creeped under that 10-second mark there, DJ. Housey, I called you DJ. What is going on? And there you go. Pillars and Sloth battle resumes. Still 0.6 of a second. Let's have a look at these time penalties for everybody at home. 3 seconds to the top 2. Droftas has 3. Allshot has 3. Curtis has 5. Excuse me. Callum through to Ramsell. That is P9 through to P12. All have 3 each. The Extremist with 6. Paul Watson with 3 and Bloomstar with 6. The position gains. The biggest gainer on track is Energetics. I'll tell you what, I've got to do this driver of the day, Housey. Driver of the day, mate. Well, And we're staying with Pillars.
All right. I'll move back forward to Pillars. We'll keep an eye on this one. They gap half a second now, but they're gonna know. They're gonna be praying for DJ to make a mistake at some point, because he's got about another second. It's certainly going to be close. DJ giving it absolutely everything. But I'll tell you what, Zerk's doing a good job holding Droftas back at the moment. Places then. Skate was going to give us an update on that. So the most places gained at the moment is Energetics in P7. He's up 8 places. All shot downs up 5 places in P6. Ramsell up 5 places in P11. They're the highest gainers at the moment. Biggest losers so far is the Extremist, down 5 in P13. As we've lost Kaiser. Where's his car? Sorry. Where is his car? It is in the swimming pool section. So Kaiser's fallen victim to the walls. His car sat right in the middle of the track. That's a safety car if you ever want to see one. Back at the top then. Pills still holds it. From Sloth. DJ's gap down to 8.7 now. He is coming. Zerk's still holding 4th. Droftas in 5th, all over the back of Zerk's. Droftas does have a penalty though, so maybe Droftas knows that it's going to be too late for Droftas soon. He's going to have to pull out a gap if he can get past Zerk, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut for a minute there about what's going on there at the front. Curtis doing a good job, the reserve driver again this week, coming in doing a great job. P8 for him at the moment. Gap now at the front, up to a second. Extremist puts the fastest lap in, a 1:11.284. So he holds current fastest lap at this point in time.
Why, Streamlabs, and it's all doing funny buggers. I can't get it done. It's not allowing me to do it. Oh my God. Anyway, we will give out the driver of the day anyway there, Housey. That's unfortunate. It's not working. I don't know why it does that. It's periodic. Come on, sort your stuff out, folks. And, well, there you go. Pillars has taken the lead. And I did miss that one while I was trying to do that there, Housey. But, yeah, there you go.
He did, and he's just been creeping the gap ever since. He has.
As DJ is 7.2 seconds now behind I Am Sloth. He's gaining and gaining and gaining. He just needs to be within 3 seconds of Pillars, and he will take this win out. There is 5 laps remaining. 5 laps remaining. And, well, there you go. As Kaiser has just entered the chat. A bit of an explanation from the lad. And sideways with a wooden spoon. Oh, well, mate. I mean, you live to fight another day, and we will see you at Spain. Nevertheless, though, Kaiser, I tell you what, mate, you have started to fire up, and it's been great to see you starting to really develop and progress as a racer. And, well, all credit to yourself, mate, as DJ has to be DJ or Energetics. Well, that is Fury with his hat on, and, well, it will be DJ because DJ is fighting for the win. Energetics is down there in 7th, and let's just see if DJ gets the win. I mean, surely it will be DJ, but let's just see what this happens. He's gaining and gaining and gaining, and this is going to go down to the wire, as predicted, though, Housey, as Energetics is there in 7th. He's sort of in no man's land. He's starting to creep on All Shot down. All Shot down there. He's having a cracking race. He's another lad that's in the running for a driver of the day, but, yeah, just see how this one pans out, of course. Droftas and Xerxes shadowing each other. And, Droftas with that time penalty. He probably knows that even if he does get by, he's not going to have enough purchase to get that gap up. So, yeah, he will probably stay behind Xerxes because All Shot Down is well and truly well behind him. And, well, this gap now here, though, Housey, is 5.5 seconds while the resident Arnie is firing up. He's doing this one. And there is 4 laps to go. He's got come on, DJ, you can do it. Well, that's my poor excuse, my poor Arnie accent. And, well, should just get Suicide 5 in here because he does a cracker. And, well, there you go. I'm sure you will hear. Oh, there you go. Well done, Curly, mate. All credit to you, mate. And, well, good stuff. But, yes, here's DJ. 4.4 seconds now here. Whoa. We just seen Paul Watson getting it all sideways through that last corner and manages to hold it. All 4 wheels still on that car. And, well, Slothy Boy is starting to creep back up on Pillars. And these boys know that DJ is coming. And they are in trouble. And they know it. They can feel it. Look at them push each other, and this is fantastic to see because it is now 3.8 seconds. Come on, DJ.
One more lap, 2 more laps. He's going to be inside that 3-second window where he needs to be. Just needs to keep his head down. We need to not curse him, so...
No. Yes, let's flick to somebody else. Droftas is there.
Yeah, somebody else in another place doing a good job, and then it's somebody else after them in another place doing a good job.
We get blamed for everything in the commentary box. I mean, why did you have to talk about me? I mean, I've had people say, don't give me too much airtime on a qualifying lap. I'll tell you what, put your big boy pants on and let's go, because that's what it's all about. You want to be a racer or a pretend one? And all these boys here are racers, and this is fantastic. It is 3.1. Come on, DJ. You got this, son. You got this. We shouldn't be cheering on him, but this has been a cracking race, and he's given us something to cheer about right towards the end. As Energetics and All Shot Down, he's crept right up to 9/10 of a second, 7/10 of a second. And Energetics is starting to finally fire up. And, well, there you go. He's got All Shot Down, and the guy in front of him, Droftas, all have time penalties. But, yeah, there you go. Energetics probably will sit behind All Shot and just claim this one because he ain't going to go too much further ahead. Well, there you go. Oh, Energetics, bit of a tank slapper. He's not going to get Droftas, but there you go. DJ is in 2. He's within it. He's within it. It's 2.5 seconds. Oh, there you go. Sloth has 6 seconds. Well, he's definitely got P2. And he's definitely got P2. Come on, DJ. He's within it. Get that gap down, mate. Keep it coming. You've still got 3 seconds up. He's at the moment, how it stands, he's got the race win, but he's still got to keep that gap coming down because Pillars only has is 3 seconds of time penalties. It is 2.8 seconds the difference. 2.7, 2.6, 2.5. DJ's going to do it. There's 2 laps remaining, folks. 2 laps remaining as Droftas and Xerxes are still there and thereabouts. Xerxes is going to get on the podium quite possibly. He's just got to keep pushing. It's going to be bloody close. No, he's a bit too far back. But yeah, there you go. I'm not too sure if he brushed the wall there. But there you go. Xerxes is having a solid race.
Good result. He's got Droftas still all over him though.
Yeah.
Droftas has been there for lap after lap after lap. Xerx will be sweating after this one. He'll be in need of a good shower, or maybe a jump in the Red Bull pool, perhaps, if it's there, or a jump in the kitty or the monster pool.
I'll tell you what though, mate, this is sensational. We're going to stay with DJ, and well, DJ, look at him closing, mate. That's the way. It's a medium soft every day of the week, and or a soft medium, whichever way you choose to go. And well, DJ knows this, Energetics knows this, and that is what they did, of course. And we'll have a look at them fire up now. And
Pills has used all his battery as well. I was just having a look to see whether he was saving anything, but he's not. Pills is pushing as hard as he can. I'm sure of it.
Well, I'll tell you what, Walker's just joined the chat, and he's saying, well, Walker doing what Walker does is being his engineer for the Hello Kitty boys, and, well, a fantastic job as he does, but there you go. It is dead silent in the party chat, and, well, Walker would be itching to say something, guaranteed, if I know that lad. But there you go, Hello Kitty has our own setup, all day waiting for one after the Aussie boys. Well, there you go, mate, and, well, it is all about the team here at Formula 4 Fury, as you're well and truly aware. And well, without the team, you've got nothing, as we have got Walker, who's just subscribed from Twitch Prime, and that is 3 months in a row. Awesome stuff from you, Walker. Thank you very, very much. And yeah, 1.6 seconds, and DJ's he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. Oh, this is exciting to say the least. Pillars leads this one on track, but behind him is I Am Sloth, and you got DJ Death Dragon, who is a clean skin, has no penalties, and is within that 3 seconds of Pillars. He's going to take this one out. We've got Xerxes, had a cracking race so far, just 10.8 seconds behind, and Droftas in P5, all shot down. Big shout out to him in P6. Come from nowhere, did all shot, and he is up there and there against. No.
DJ, sorry. I thought he had, but maybe that was the driver
of the day, 3 times in a row. But here they go now. Here, Housey, coming around the last corner. Pillars will take the checkered flag, followed by Sloth. But it is this man here, DJ Death Dragon. He's going to win it. Is he going to win it? He's won it. DJ's won here at Monaco. What a victory from DJ. Come on. We've got Xerxes there from a solid result. He's round that one out, and he's got P4. Fantastic, Xerx. We've got Droftas will take P5. All shot down. Will clean up that 6%. No, he won't. Energetics will jump him. And there you go. So all shot down is going to be jumped by Energetics. Energetics just shadowing him there because he knows that he's got the time penalties. All shot down, doing his best. And, well, he came from absolutely nowhere, did all shot. Big shout out to you, mate. Great drive. Energetics jumps him in the standings. There you go. Curtis will take 8th position. Let's just have a look at these time penalties so I don't get it wrong. Maybe. Yes, no, he's going to take it. He certainly will. And it should be just to follow as that order you see there on screen, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, there's a couple of mixes around. The Extremist jumps up to 12th. And Bannister stays 13th. Paul Watson up to 14th. Bloomstar 15th. And that rounds this one out at Monaco.
Yeah, another exciting race there. Couldn't have predicted that one. DJ with the win. Got the strategy perfect, did DJ.
Certainly did. He certainly did. And there you go. Great job by DJ Death Dragon. We're going to get a drive, and well, driver of the day goes to DJ Death Dragon. And, well, the game's given it to Energetics. It was a big shout-out between those two and all shot down. Couldn't get the driver of the day poll in on the Twitch stream for some reason. Wasn't working. But, nevertheless, we've given it in the commentary box to DJ Death Dragon. And what are your thoughts there, Housey? Rightly so, or what?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, you can't. My other mention would have been Xerx for a solid P4. A great result for him, but you can't take that away from DJ, I don't think. I think that's the correct call. I think most of the lads will agree with that as well, to be honest.
And there you go, DJ spraying that champagne, the Dutch boy. An absolutely brilliant drive from that lad. Let's go to the timing screens just to get this all done on for the stewards. Just waiting.
Took the fastest lap.
There you go. There you go. I'm just waiting for that to roll around. And there you go, DJ Death Dragon, P1 from P7. Unbelievable drive. As we go down to the extremist on the last lap, he would have taken that fastest lap, and that was a 1 minute 11.284. And well, there you go. The boys are starting to roll in to the commentary box. We'll go right down to the bottom to get this all done for you. And there you go. Different to see the league account on the grid, but yes, the league account was on the grid. I've got total Ps, DNF, Mazepin, Chaza, Kaiser. All were not classified. Unfortunate DNFs for those lads. There you go, folks. We're going to go on a brief pause. We're going to get these top 3 in. Slothy doesn't do interviews. Come on, Sloth. Come on, Sloth. Get yourself in for an interview if you want one, mate. They are not compulsory, but there you go. We will carry on anyway. So we're going to roll this screen over. I'll bring the end screen up, Housey, and we will get these driver interviews underway. So, we might as well start now anyway, Housey. We'll start, because Slothy Boy does not do driver interviews, but we will start with our second place man, and that is the Amigo, the inaugural champ of Formula 4. Infamous Pillars, or VFR Pillars, is what he's called these days. And, well, big congratulations to you, mate. That was a tough one.
Yeah, it was, yeah. I mean, I was just hoping Sloth would make a mistake earlier on and I might be able to pull a gap, but I mean, my heart died.
Yeah.
Right where I didn't need him to, so.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, and you could really, did you really feel that DJ breathing down your neck? Because we all knew you guys had time penalties. And, well, when DJ come out of that pit lane with that soft on, he was closing at a rate of knots, and he finally did it. And, well, you could see you and Sloth almost get a bit panicky out there on track, trying to push each other along. And, well, I mean, the inevitable was evitable. And, well, at the end of the day, mate, P2 is still solid around Monaco, and that's 2 P2s for you, Pillars, and a big congratulations, mate.
Thanks, mate.
So well, Pillars sounds a bit flat after that one, and well, rightly so too. That one takes a lot of energy out of you, and well, he probably gutted he didn't get the win. But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's just cross to the man himself, the Pot 2 Hello Kitty driver, takes his first win here at Formula 4. Absolutely cracking drive, gets the strategy right on the medium soft, no penalties. DJ Death Dragon, the resident Arnie, well done, mate.
Come on, fucking mud.
Great stuff, DJ. Awesome drive, man. Huge congratulations.
Yes, mate.
7th position on the grid to take the win. And, mate, whichever way you did it, unbelievable to watch, man. Congratulations. Talk us your way through that one, buddy.
Oh, that was such a difficult one.
Yeah.
Xerxes was in front of me, and I thought, all right, just make sure I stay close with him.
Yep.
And save the tires. And so I couldn't go for a medium soft. And he pitted earlier to go for the hards, then tried to push those tires a bit more to create a bigger gap for the undercut, basically. And, well, in the end, the mediums were only 46%.
That's right.
Nice.
So then went on the soft, so I thought, all right, with the pace I had, was just a good pace, but also just to be careful that I don't hit any walls or anything.
Yep.
And knew that with that pace that I would get within the 3 seconds. Then when I was, just took it home.
Very good, DJ. Well, I'll tell you what, not only did you take out the win, but you've been awarded the driver of the day, DJ. Woohoo! I tell you what, you turned the hills are alive with the sound of DJ Death Dragon, and he's done it. He's absolutely done it. And I mean, we shouldn't have favourites here in the commentary box, but we were cheering you on there, DJ. A massive congratulations to you, my friend. A very good drive. You had a lot of support in the Twitch chat, and well, there you go. So, well, at the moment, before this Grand Prix, you were sitting on 196 championship points, and with that race race win, mate. I tell you what, you're going to jump a spot, I do believe, if my maths is right at the moment. But well, there you go. Congratulations yet again, mate. A quality drive, and mate, I couldn't be happier for you, mate. Well done, DJ.
Thank you very much, mate, and also everyone in the stream, of course. And even they gave me the trophy for Monaco King.
Oh,
so
come on, mate! Come on, mate!
Wow.
Well, I've heard it all. I've heard it all. I have.
What we're saying means nothing now.
I have heard it all now, and well, there you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was our top two. That being DJ Death Dragon and the driver of the day, and well, infamous VFR Pillars in P2, of course. And I Am Sloth does not do driver interviews. I've got to get him in towards the end of the season. We've got 2 more rounds to go. Come on, Slothy boy. I know you can do it, mate. Come on, mate. Get a podium again, and we'll get you in for a driver interview. Just a brief one if you want to. No pressure at all, but it'd be lovely to have you do one here at Formula 4, of course. But I'll tell you what, Housey, that was a cracking race. Towards the middle there, it did sort of calm down a little bit, but what gave us that big rush was this man in the commentary box, DJ. Tell you what, after that pit stop, just gave us all of what we wanted, and the excitement was on. And well, congratulations! A big shout out to Callum Tyler as well. Yes, you were in for nominations of the driver of the day. I couldn't put it in the Twitch chat, but well, yeah, you were going to be in there as well, mate. But yeah, great job by you, my friend. Up 7 places in the end. But yeah, Housey, take it away.
Yeah, just echo what you're saying there. I mean, this never fails me, this side of the division. Always puts on a great show, and it seems to be the last laps are thrilling to watch. So DJ doing a fantastic job there. First time on the podium this year, so long overdue, may I say.
Well, I think
long overdue. So
I think so, and well, I mean, there could be a cracking highlight there from the graphics god himself of this one being such a tight finish towards the end, and well, me carrying on like a pork chop on the mic. But well, there you go, our race winner here, DJ Death Dragon, has done a fantastic job. P2 was VFR Pillars, P3 was I Am Sloth. We are going to end this one now, folks. We've hoped you've enjoyed that. We've loved bringing that one to you, and please stick around for later. Well, next week, same time, same channel, for these boys to hit the track. We are at Spain next, and well, the Aussie boys will be doing their thing as well at 7:30 p.m. AEDT. UK boys 8 p.m. GMT. And yes, we will see you next week. But I'll tell you what, cracking note to end. Congratulations to all drivers on both divisions for such a hard Grand Prix to complete. And yeah, we will catch you, boys and girls, next week. So thank you very much for watching. We are Formula 4 Racing. Goodbye.